time to finish up the first season. It's looking like we might get that number 1 pick to get Nolan Patrick. One question I do have though, are there other guys in the draft as equally as good as him? I'm not too sure. I haven't played the game too much, and I mean, obviously in the previous GM mode we didn't get a bottom tier pick. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put Miller on the block, because I'm not trading the Sedins or Burrows, get out of here. But I'm going to put Miller on the block. Now, if a team sends me a trade offer, I'm probably going to take it, but I don't think I'm really going to search for a trade for him. Anybody else we can put on the block? I'm not going to put Eriksson because I'm actually going to trade him right after this, but is there anybody else I wouldn't be mad at cutting ties with? There's really nobody. Cassels and Granlund. I'll put them on the block. We might be able to get something for them back, but I like the team we have. I really do. I just want to see where it takes us. After that, number 1, number 2, we're probably going to get a top 3 pick, which is going to be amazing. I don't know about in the game, but I know in real life, after the top 3, sometimes 4, if it's a deep draft, it can get really bad in terms of depth. I don't know if that's the case in the game, but I hope we can get a medium elite player. I don't think Patrick is a franchise, and I don't think he's high elite. He might be. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but you guys can be my secondary scouting department in that case. I am going to trade Eriksson, though. I want to do it now that we don't have a good record, because if I don't want to risk going on a winning streak and then basically we can't trade him because we have no excuse. Right now we do have an excuse. We're playing really poorly, and Montreal does want him, so that's perfect. He does fit into them. They're a cup contender, obviously. I don't think they're going to want to get rid of Radulov, though, but I think, according to the game, obviously, they'd take him over him. I'm going to get Radulov, and a first-round pick is what I'm going to ask for. I don't think we could get much more, and I don't think we should. We got him in free agency. Obviously, last year in real life, we didn't pick him up in the game, but a great pickup. Radulov, we know, is going to be here for the long haul. He's 30 years old, same age as Eriksson, 1 year younger, actually. And we do have to get a roster spot back. We can't just have an AHL team, and we really don't have anybody to even bring up. We barely even have a capable fourth line of producing. We know Radulov, the absolute beast, though. Only 1 year left. Paying him a little bit less, basically the same contract, and we're going to get him a lot cheaper in the offseason. I can probably get him for $2.5 to $3 million, which for him and the point production he puts out is amazing. I wonder what he's done so far. So he's already a 25-point guy in almost 40 games. That's what I'm saying, man. Look at him. I thought it might have just been Montreal's or my team's players, but even in the game on the computer's team, my bad, he puts up numbers. I'm going to ask for a first-round pick, and just to be greedy, I'm going to ask for a third-round pick just to see what we can get for him. If they accept it, I don't think they're going to, but I'm going to ask. And yeah, they might not even give up the first-round pick. If they wanted to give up Radulov, they might. Proposed trade, not sufficient at all. I really want to get that first-round pick. What if I don't really want to give up a second because we're in a rebuilding phase. I'll give them a second-round pick in 2019, so 2 years from now. Are they going to... I think they're going to take that. They should. The trade value looks pretty even. I'm going to ask for a fourth-round pick in return. And trade rejected. They might not even do this deal. Damn, really? They won't even... Okay. What if... See, I don't... Is it worth it giving up a second and a third-round pick? I'll give up a second and a third in the same year. Basically, to upgrade to that first. If we can't get it, then I'm just going to ask for a couple seconds, because that's just a little bit too much for my liking. I want that fourth-round pick back. Still trade rejected. Are you kidding me? Wow, Eriksson has a lot of value, too. I'm surprised that didn't go through. They also have Washington. They're going to be a high pick, but I'm still going to ask for it. 2 seconds and Radulov. That should go through. A bit low. Okay, a fourth-round pick I have to add in. I'm not going to add it in this year. We don't have a sixth-round pick. I'll give it from 2019. Same as what I was going to give up in terms of the same year. That should go through. There we go. Not what I was really looking for. I would have liked to get a little bit more. I didn't want to go around the league. I really liked that deal. We're trading him to an East team as well, a competing East team, a perfect trade. The other great thing about that trade is the fact that Radulov is going to put up the same amount of points as Eriksson would. Exactly. Eriksson would not put up even close to Oh! Edler doesn't like it. That's too bad. What do I want to do? I'm going to do calming, I think. He doesn't like touchy-feely. Okay, I guess for the veterans, you don't want to do calming. I'm going to do assertive. Don't get complacent. He didn't like it either. God damn it. I don't know how to... I can't do anything with my team. Okay, good. At least his morale isn't really trending down. Is anybody... So, Dorset is also unhappy. He says he has no concerns, but yeah, Eriksson makes sense. He was an 86, 87 overall. It makes sense they wouldn't like that trade. That's okay, though. That's what I gotta live with. Now it's time to finish off the season. We should be in tank mode from here on out. Horvat still is going to get his points playing with Radulov, so I'm not worried about that at all. I might trade Miller as well. That really won't do much in terms of tanking, though, because we do have Markstrom, and Dorset is injured. Replace the player. We do have Jack Skilly. I have him as a healthy scratch on the team, just so more convenient when players get injured. Cassell's, okay, we get a trade right off the bat. That's good. A second and a third from this season, right? That should be this season. Yeah, what am I talking... Do I even know what year I'm in real life? God damn it, 2017. Castles, he isn't playing on the NHL team. He's 71. I mean, his stats are decent. It looks like he's getting up there, but 21 years old, 71 overall. It's looking like he's not going to become anything special. I am going to accept this trade. Thank you, Winnipeg. A second and a third? That's honestly a little bit more than I was thinking I was going to get. Back-to-back against Calgary. Home and home, it looks like. We'll probably... Oh, no, we do win one of them. Yeah, I'm not going to be mad if we win. Derek Dorset's available. Yeah, I'm going to play him. I do like Dorset. So, Brennan Gaunt, should I take... No, he has potential. Jack Skilly is just kind of a bum. He's, a fourth-line sniper. That has no place on any team. It's not even like he's a power play specialist. He doesn't have any great offensive stats. He's just a... He really is a depth guy. Not even depth. He's an AHL guy. Forget about depth. I wouldn't bring him up over a lot of guys in the AHL. Fact of the matter is, we don't have anybody in the AHL to bring up at the moment. Utica, okay. The thing is, now we are going to have an amazing draft. We should have an amazing draft. We've got our first-round pick. Hopefully Nolan Patrick. Again, if you know any other studs I could pick up if we don't get them, please do let me know. We have 3 second-round picks. We have Montreal's. No, we have 4. We have Washington's, Montreal's, ours, and now Winnipeg's. And we have Winnipeg's third and our third. What do we got to do? Repair. Holy crap, Team Store takes up... Oh, never mind, that's to upgrade, yeah. Should I upgrade it now? I'm going to upgrade the Team Store now, fuck it. I'm going to upgrade the Team Store now. Oh, God. Okay, that was... yeah, okay. We are going to have an unhappy fan base. We're not going to be able to update any other facilities for the rest of the year. That's not looking good at all. But, like I said, I think it's good to get the upgrades done now, before we are a cup contender and we get to the playoffs. Once we get there, I'm definitely going to manage my budget a lot better. But for the time being, I think it's important just to, get that out. What do we have going on? Okay, scouting. Should I re-scout these? I think I should. I'm going to do all of them another 6 weeks each because I really want to get a feel of what's going on in the draft. If we're going to have a lot of picks in the top 2 rounds, I really want to get all the forwards scouted as best as possible. I think one time is usually pretty sufficient, but I know in the early years there's not really a lot of European players that are high up. Obviously last year, Patrick Laine. I might change that. Let me take a look at who we have scouted thus far. Nolan Patrick, we don't even have to look at him. We already know he's going to be an elite player. Is he franchise, though? That's one thing I'm curious about. I think McDavid and Eichel are both franchise. I think Patrick will be, too. Let's go to the OHL, though. Who do we got scouted? So we got a top 9, as I say, it's finished player, but he is in the OHL. Anybody else that's looking a playmaker, a top 6 two-way? 17 years old, that's perfect, so we might pick up him. Okay, in the queue, we got a top 6 playmaker. That's looking real nice. That's looking a lot good. A lot good. That's not even proper English. Oh, well. Nobody exact. An elite power forward. Okay, so there is multiple elites. I'm not going to scout this anymore. Obviously, Patrick is going to be elite too. A top 9 power. Holy crap, the WHL is full of power forwards. But now we know there's another guy, Michael Rasmussen. Another Canadian. Is Patrick Canadian? He is Canadian. Okay, so both Canadian. Patrick's a little bit older, though. I don't know if he's franchise. If he is franchise, I think I'll pick him up. I think I'll pick him up anyways if I have the choice to. But let me scout some of the European players, actually. Why not? I got North America pretty good scouted. 39 forwards, so yeah, 39, 27 I think it was in the Finnish league. That's decent. I'll scout him. We might be able to get a 4th and a 5th round pick. Pretty good. 18 and 30. I'm going to look at the deadline at how good, or how bad, I should say, the team is doing. Another month should do it. 18, 31, and 1. Definitely a tanking type season. At the deadline, I'm also going to take... Should I even take a look at team stats and whatnot? Excuse me, I don't even think I should. I mean, even the player stats is kind of like whatever. Nate Prossier, 1 year left at a minor deal. You know what? I am going to claim him to get that AHL team boosted. As you can see, the AHL defense is looking really solid. We got Stretcher, Tramkin, Biega, Prossier, Padan, and Subban to help out the goalie Demko. I'm curious, what are his stats? 9.16 and 2.3. That's pretty good. 5 wins in 9 games played. Small sample size. The AHL team does start later, and he is only the backup. So, he's playing great, though. Let's go to progress report. I just want to take a look at, though, the AHL guys in the system. How are they doing? Let's take a look. Hopefully they have good growth. Yolovy, okay, so he's got good growth. 14. He's up 2 overall already. What about Stetcher? Yeah. Not a lot of growth. What about Tramkin? Is he growing at all? What the hell with Tramkin? He hasn't grown at all. Well, he's grown like a few morale growth. Is he top 6, I wonder? I'm going to take a look at that really quickly. I just want to make sure that if they are top 6, I am going to play them. Let's go to defense. Who would I take out, though? I guess Philip Lawson. He's an 81 now. That's good. So Tramkin is a depth and depth. So they're both depths. I'm not going to play him. Philip Lawson looks like he's got good growth, though. 81 overall, so he is exact. Look at defense, though. I like the discipline. He is a perfect depth guy of the future. He really is. He's minor top 2 as an 81 overall. That's amazing. Amazing. I don't like to get too hyped about AHL guys because it doesn't help out in the grand scheme, or in the small scheme, but in the grand scheme it definitely does. Come playoff time in the future, he's going to be great, and he's also going to be great for helping young guys grow in the AHL as well. We're getting up to the deadline now. We're at the deadline here. The owner goal is happy, actually. I'm not sure why, but let's take a Radulov. Oh my fuck, are you shitting me? Leading the team in points. Horvat is right below him. I like that a lot. That's perfect. So, 61, 62, 34, and 44. I like that Horvat might get to that 20-goal season. I'd like that a lot. Radulov, like I said, he's helping Horvat out a ton. Sven Bouchy as well. 33 points. How is, where's the other? Virtanen, 30 as well. So, all of our top 6 potential are doing great. The Sedins are obviously there with them. The Sedins and Radulov, the veterans, are helping out the 3 young guys. I like that a lot. Great there. Now, I have a ton of injuries on the team. In just a week, we got 3 injuries to the team. We got Edler, Gabranson, and Hutton all out. So I got Philip Lawson in there, as well as Tramkin and Stetcher. Stetcher and Tramkin are getting top 4 minutes as it is right now. Oh, yeah, the first round pick. Shit. Yeah, my bad. I tried. We didn't get one of the owner goals. Are you kidding me? So I'm doing the lines because I messed up. And how does Daniel have an 80 face-off rating and Henrik only has 75? What the hell is going on with that, EA? That is some bullshit right now. Henrik is a really decent face-off guy. How does Daniel have 80? That makes no sense at all. He doesn't take face-offs. Even if Henrik gets kicked out, they put the other guy in. I don't get that at all, but Hansen's available to play again. We're probably going to get a lot of guys returning in the next few weeks here. For the rest of the season, I got Rutanen playing with the Sedins because why not? And, yeah, I told you we had a lot of injuries. Look at that defensive core. If that doesn't scream tanking, I don't know what does. Obviously, we still have Ryan Miller. We didn't get a trade for him. That's fine. I'm just going to let him go to free agency. Not much we can do. He's really low in the game. Edler's available to play. That is perfect. I don't know how we're going to do, though, in terms of the draft pick. I know how we're going to do in terms of record, but the draft pick, I'm going to take a look at the stats with about 2 weeks to go, and I'm going to take a look at if we have a chance to get that top pick, and if we do, I am going to purposefully tank. I mean, look at the record. We're not doing good at all. Gabranson's available to play. Yeah, we got a lot of guys that are going to be coming back here any moment now. Go to defense. I will take out... should I leave? I'm going to leave Stretcher and Trampkin up until the other D-man get back. And then I'll put, I'll put Lawson back in. So I'm going to do that for now. The defense is looking better. I'm going to stop the simulation, though. How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 and a bit weeks to go. 4 weeks, 1 day. Obviously last in our division. That is perfectly fine with me. Radulov is going to hit 50 points. What a tank. Let's go to the entire league. Who do we have leading? Washington, LA, Washington, Chicago, Winnipeg, Ottawa, round out your top 5. The bottom 5, we are the bottom of the pack. Yes. Buffalo, Columbus, okay. Not how it is in real life. And Minnesota round out the bottom 5. We have a pretty firm grip on last, though. We do have a game in hand. Yeah, we shouldn't have an issue. As long as we don't go on a winning streak, we should get control of that first-round pick. And I haven't purposefully tanked so far. I mean, the Eriksson trade, yeah, that was kind of for tanking. But in all reality, he needed to get traded. Radulov, it was a good trade for Montreal and us. But in terms of purposefully tanking, like taking guys out of the lineup, I haven't done that at all, so... really good there that the team is just naturally that bad. The fans of Vancouver aren't going to be getting mad at me. They can get mad at the players for playing so poorly. I do think it has a lot to do with the goaltending, though. Because in the game, we do have a playoff team. We really do. I mean, it's a simulation at the end of the day, so any team can make it. We do have a decent defensive core, but if Ryan Miller was like an 86, like he should be, and Jacob Markstrom was like an 84, 85, like he should be, then we definitely would be a playoff team. I'm not complaining, though. Like I said, we lost 3-1 overtime loss and a Chicago win. Hutton has been returned to the lineup, so yeah, all of the salary and whatnot. I think we got just over 2 weeks left, maybe only a little over 1 week left. I believe we have 2 weeks and a day to play. 2 weeks now. An overtime win, I would have rather that be a loss, but in all honesty, it looks like we've pretty much got a lock on that number 1 pick in the draft. Of course, I think you still have to do the lottery in the game. 5 games remaining. I'm just going to double check to make sure we get bottom seed in the league. I don't think any teams surpassed us, but I'm just going to make sure. Let's go to the league here, go to 30th. Still, so yeah, 5 points behind Buffalo. We pretty much have a lock for it. God dang it. We have played poorly this season, but it is for the better. We are going to hopefully get Nolan Patrick. I hope he's franchised. That would be amazing if he could be a franchise player, though. I'm going to leave it at this, though. In the next episode, we are going to find out whether or not we get that top pick in the draft. I don't think the Sedins will retire either, but I'm pretty sure in the previous one, they both retired fairly early. If they don't retire this year, I have a feeling they're going to be retiring next year or the season after that. They're not going to be like Radulov in the last series. What? Wait, what? Okay, good. I thought we were going to go on a win. We got a win against Winnipeg, a loss, a win, a win, a win, a win. Oh my god, we better finish last. Did we just... No, don't tell me we just gave up last place in the league. Let me check this out quickly. I'm gonna be pissed. Why did you guys play good? Oh my god. Okay, good. We get it by 3 points. Thank God. I'm gonna leave it at